Hello, welcome to the channel. This afternoon I thought we'd take a little ride out to Berwick upon Tweed, see if we can dodge the showers. It's been a little bit unsettled the past couple of days, but it's overcast, but it doesn't look too bad at the moment, so hopefully we'll get a rain-free little trip in. So if you fancy a look at Berwick upon Tweed and the roads leading up to it, stay tuned. But before we do, roll the credits. Well, good afternoon everybody. The plan today is a little ride out to Berwick upon Tweed. We'll take in all the nice scenery on the way. We'll have a little ride through the town centre, go down to the harbour, have a quick look at all the embattlements and the city walls. Then we'll head over to the beach, have a quick look at the beach, and then we'll bring the video to an end. On my way, look at all this mud here. Shouldn't be allowed. Farmers should be made to clean the road after them. It's bad enough when that's dry, but when that's soaking wet, and if it's at night, you come round that bend and hit that, you're in for a world of trouble. I'd just like to apologise in advance if the quality of the mic isn't very good. I've been having a lot of problems with the current mic that I'm using. I think it's on its way out, so I do apologise in advance if there's a lot of crackles and hisses and pops on the audio. I'm about to get a new mic and try a different audio setup. Well, all that's left to say is sit back, relax and enjoy the views. We've had quite a lot of rain over the past few days. We've had some localised flooding. For example, this area here, this hollow, that always floods. That's why there's going to be so much crap and dirt dragged out onto the roads, either by floods running across the water with runoff from the fields, or mainly it's going to be tractors. You know, the farmers, they go these big chunky tyres on the tractors, they get in the fields, and then when they exit onto the main road, all that crap comes off the wheels and unfortunately gets deposited all over the roads, which ain't good for motorcyclists. Hoping to do more videos, get out, visit more places over the coming weeks if the weather improves. I think it's going to be unsettled for the next 4 or 5 days according to the weather forecast, and also I'm on a timer now to return back to work. I work out in the Middle East, so depending on whether my company can get permission from the Iraqi government to allow a charter flight. It all depends on whether I'll be returning to work, but they reckon that hopefully I should be on a charter flight and back deployed overseas. So the videos may slow down. I'll try and get as many in the can as I can before I go, so I can do some editing over there and, you know, drip feed them onto the site. I'm also thinking about starting a Facebook page It's more accessible to me out there, where I can pop things on and we can have a few discussions and bring all things motorcycle orientated to the forefront. Feels a very muggy day today. It's one of those days where it's oppressive. It feels as though it's going to tip it down with rain. So hopefully we can get to Berwick and back without too much of the damp stuff falling from the skies. Here we are on the mouth of the estuary. There's the bridges that I was talking about. Looks like the tide's on the way out. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll take a little walk, just 5 minutes, just a little point out some points of interest, and we'll get back on the bike and we will head over in that direction, and we'll go and have a look at the beach. So stay tuned. Here you can see the town walls, the gun placements, looking across the bay. If you can see it in the distance, that chimney, that's where we'll be heading over to. Just the other side of that headland, there's a lovely beach that we can take a ride over and have a nice look. Berwick, it's just steeped in history. It's like going back in time as you walk around the streets looking at all the old buildings. It really is quite amazing. Town walls were started to be built in 1296 and were totally remodelled by the British in the 16th century. Look at this old gas light. This is the old guardhouse. Originally this was located up in the town. We've had a detachment of troops in there basically keeping law and order in the town. It was moved down to the harbour in 1815. All the big houses that lined the harbour wall, I should imagine they were owned by wealthy businessmen. There's probably export, import, politicians, landowners. Here you can see all the paved areas. See where the concrete's worn, where they would have had gun emplacements. And basically it was very heavily fortified. A good killing area as any enemy fleets or ships tried to enter the estuary. The English actually captured Berwick upon Tweed from the Scottish around 1482, and it was at this time that they really added onto the fortifications, building big towers for holding cannon and guns to watch over the bay. A very strategic town, big garrison town, very important for the English, maintaining the border from the Scottish. Here you can see one of the cannons in place at the wall. I wouldn't fancy that being bore down upon me. Well, that was a quick tour of Berwick upon Tweed. Very nice and interesting place. What we'll do, we'll head over there, the other side of the estuary, and we'll take a look at the beach. Stay tuned, people. Okay guys, so that was Berwick upon Tweed. A few points of interest. There's loads of other places as well. There's the local army museum, the garrison museum that you can go and visit. All in all, it's a very interesting place and nice place to visit. What we'll do now, we'll head out. We'll go over a different bridge than the one we came in on. We'll go around past the lifeboat station, around the headland, and we'll just take a little look at the beach. ladies and gents. The sea is absolutely Baltic cold, but it is so clean, it is like tap water. Hot sunny day, the kids absolutely love it. And it's a safe beach to be on as well. There's no sudden drop-offs. Once you get in the sea, you can paddle out quite far. Just over in that direction, there's a small promenade, nothing too fancy. Little children's play area, small arcade, small cafe. Absolutely lovely place. Well, what we'll do now, we'll head back. I'll go over the chain bridge and past the honey farm. I'll just give you a little bit of footage of that as well. So, hang tight people, and we will soon be in a different location. Okay, so here we are on the way home now. I'm going to be hanging at a left at this next junction, and that should take us down over the chain link bridge and then on past the honey farm. It's always a bad junction. There's loads and loads of loose gravel that builds up. You have to be so careful as you come around. I've really enjoyed today. I hope that the audio has been alright. I've been having issues with my mic. It's been giving lots of cracks and popples, and then a lot of the time as well, it seems to be recording okay, and then all of a sudden it switches to the external mic. And I think what's causing it is, if I use the app on my phone and press preview and press record using the app, then it does use the internal mic inside the helmet. However, if I just switch the camera on using the button on top of the camera using quick capture, it doesn't identify that it's got a mic plugged in and it's using the external mic. So I know for a fact that I've lost some footage today through audio because I've been switching between the two using the manual button on top of the camera and using the GoPro app. It's a pain in the neck having to stop all the time and use your phone to activate the camera. However, until I can sort out the settings on the GoPro, it looks like that's what I'm going to have to do to make sure that I'm actually getting audio. And just around this corner, another beauty spot. You'll see as we go over the bridge, you go over the river. It's the River Tweed, and there's lots of places that you can go walking around this area. There are walks up and down along the side of the river that are very popular. Often see people walking their dogs and people with their families out and about. Absolutely beautiful. This bridge, you can only have one vehicle at a time on it because of the weight limit. And when you go over in your car, it can be quite disconcerting because you can actually feel the bridge move under the weight of your vehicle. But it must be safe, otherwise they wouldn't let you do it. And then just up here on the left hand side, this is another place you could visit with your family. This is the honey farm. I've never actually been. It's one of those things that's right on my doorstep and I keep saying I'm going to do and I never do. It's closed now at the moment due to the COVID. The farm is actually just back down. We've already passed it, but this is the entrance here. That's the car park. So I can't tell you if it's any good or not. I hear good reports about it, but I haven't actually tried it myself. Let the puppy out for a walk. And then just on the right here, there is an absolutely amazing house. I have proper house envy over this building. I'll stop, see if we can get a view of it. It's absolutely stunning. It must be worth an absolute fortune. There we go, just take a look at that. Wow, what a place. You could be proper lord of the manor if you lived there. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's little trip out, visit to Berwick upon Tweed. What I will do, I will do a little bit more riding along this road, and then I'll switch the camera off and then jump to the next location, get a little bit more footage before we say goodbye. So everybody stay tuned. Okay, I'd just like to take this opportunity to say thank you to everybody who subscribed. We're well over 100 subscribers now. Thank you very much, everybody. If you've liked this video, please check out my site. There are lots of other videos on there, lots of motorbike related stuff, not just ride out. There are bike reviews, product reviews, and there is going to be a lot more to come. So please give me the thumbs up and the like button if you have enjoyed this video, and please subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. All it does is just put a little icon on your channel so that you don't have to search and search. You can find me just by clicking on that icon. Just have to be careful going through this area. There's always a lot of debris on the road. There's a lot of stuff dragged off this farm onto the road. The road's very slippy and slidey. It's damp under these trees as well. It never seems to dry out once it started raining. I had a thing happen to me just as we come out from under the trees here. I was coming home from work one night in my Freelander, and a bird of prey actually swooped down, nearly landed on the bonnet of the car. I had to slow right down, and then it flew for a couple of yards as I was getting up this hill, right in front of the windscreen. It would have looked amazing if I'd have caught it on camera. And then the same thing happened again just here at the end of this tree line. I had, I don't know whether it was the same bird, it looked like the same bird. Again, it swooped down, and this time I was on my bike, and it nearly touched my helmet. I don't know if he thought I was his lunch, or I don't know. But again, I wished I'd had the GoPro on, because it would have looked absolutely amazing. You don't realise how big the wingspan is on these birds until you get up close to them like that, you know. And you could see, I was that close, you could see all the pattern in its feathers, its yellow talons, its claws. Absolutely amazing. But like I say, you never seem to have the GoPro on when you do these kind of things. I was stopped at the side of the road a few minutes ago, just switching the GoPro on, and just before I could get the GoPro on, a little vole ran out of the hedge, and he ran straight under the bike and over my foot. And again, I missed it by seconds. Wow, look at that for a view. I ride this road almost every day I go out. So lucky to live here. I really enjoyed being out today. It's blown the cobwebs away. And we've been really lucky that we've had no rain. I have no doubt that we're going to have rain very soon. You can smell it in the air. You know, when you're out in the countryside, you get attuned to all the different smells. And there's like a dampness smell, and it's difficult to explain, but you can sort of feel it. It's oppressive, and you can smell the rain in the air. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't have a thunderstorm, to be honest. If it feels, you get that feeling, that heavy feeling. That's just what it feels like at the moment. Just look at these views. Well, as I keep saying, over the next couple of weeks, as long as I don't have to fly out the country due to my job, I'm going to try and get as much riding done as I can. That way, if I do have to deploy overseas, I'll have loads of footage in the can, and at least I can sort of drip feed videos up onto the site. I'm not actually sure, once I actually do go back to work, I don't know how long I'll be out of the country for. It will definitely be at least 2 months, but it could be a lot longer than that, so I just hope that it isn't that long that I miss the rest of the season. Hopefully get some more riding in before the winter months close in. Well, once again, thank you very much everybody for checking this video out. Don't forget to check the channel out. Lots more coming up soon. So, thank you very much. Bike Rider Reviews out.